hello there. It's Paul Ash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have a great interview coming up shortly. But if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell, and you're always going to be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And if you'd like to leave us a comment on the comment section, you're more than welcome to. And you can also go to facebook.com/Paul Ash TV. And you can follow us there, send us an inbox, comment on the things you see there as well. And if you'd like to use email, you can. It's at paulmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And if you're a band or even a solo artist that wants to be on the show, you can email me about that, and I'll show you how to do it. But I love fan mail, too, at that same email address. So send us a fan letter, and we'll get back to you. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Naples, Florida today, we have Matt Chadwick. He's a really awesome artist. I think you're going to agree. And we're going to get to that in 1 second, but here's a quick word from Galtar, the guitar made specifically for a woman. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
Ready in 5.
Darling, when nothing else seems to match up. Galtar, the musical apparel that fits any outfit. Galtar, bringing heaven to earth, one gal at a time. GaltarHeaven.com.
Okay, everybody, it's we're back from commercial, and with us from Naples, Florida, we have Matt Chadwick today. Thanks for joining us, Matt.
Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you here. Why don't we start by the obvious question? Tell us a little bit about how it all started for you as far as being an artist. I mean, have you always wanted to be an artist? Maybe it goes deeper than that, but tell us in your own words.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a child of the 80s, so I grew up in a great time for unique music that was the full spectrum, and I listened to all of it and kind of got hooked, starting with all the big hair bands and the rock and the crazy guitar players and all that stuff, and just developed a passion for it. At 11, I asked my mom to buy me a guitar, and she refused. So I didn't get my first guitar till I was 17. She did buy it for me, but that was when I was going off to the Navy, and took right to it, and joined my first band when I was in the Navy. And so we all had a house together in Bremerton, Washington. And I learned from those guys, and I was mainly singing, but I was secretly learning the chops on the guitar behind the scenes. And anyway, just totally, I call it therapy, the guitar. I could have the worst day in the world. I come home, I get 5 minutes with my guitar, and I feel back on top. So it's good.
Yeah, well, that's typical anyway. I think that a lot of people feel the same way about their instruments too. So, well, what were some of the bands that you grew up with? I know you said you were an '80s child. Well, what are some of the bands though that you grew up with that really inspired you?
Oh man, I mean, from the very beginning, Ozzy Osbourne, Scorpions, Rush, Led Zeppelin, of course, the Beatles. I've heard everyone I think you've interviewed has probably said the Beatles inspired them, but that's true. I used to have a shoebox just full of Beatles tapes and interviews and bootlegs and all kinds of neat things when I was a kid. But yeah, the rock bands, and then in the 80s we kind of had some new wave stuff and some other stuff. But I was just all over the place, and then the Beastie Boys and the on up into the 90s and all the grunge rock. And so I'm definitely more, I grew up on the rock stuff, and got into country a little bit later. Of course, growing up, I heard country every day. That's what my grandpa played, and my sister plays bluegrass fiddle and all that stuff. So I wanted to be different. I was focusing on the rock stuff. But yeah, when it came around, and I kind of developed an appreciation for country music and folk and bluegrass and all that.
Yeah, and of course we do all genres here on the show, and And yeah, some of those that you mentioned, like Ozzy and Led Zeppelin, all those, they were real awesome bands, obviously legends, and you can't go wrong with the legends.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. Yeah.
well, tell everybody after they watch this video that we're going to watch in just a minute, they might want to go and download it, or maybe they want to follow you on social media and email you or whatever. I mean, tell everybody how they can do all that.
Well, first of all, they should definitely go download it, buy it, download it, listen to it. You can get it on all the streaming services.
Mhm.
Muddy Water is this song, and it's off an album called Whiskey Kisses I came out with. And this song in particular is about just a very common theme. It's a small town, coming up in a small town and starting off with not much at all, and then just wondering what else is out there. Trying to escape your hometown basically, and trying to wish for something better and working hard to get it. So.
Okay. Well, you're on all social media as well, right? Like Facebook, Instagram, and so forth.
Yeah, I need to be more active on the Instagram and the Facebook. Honestly, it's there, but maybe I'll get a lot of feedback on this interview, and I'll have a reason to start conversing with everybody. So.
Okay. Well, go follow him on all social media sites and download his music on all streaming platforms. I know he would love you for that.
Yeah.
And by the way, yeah, Muddy Waters is a really great song, and I know everybody's looking forward to that, and I appreciate you telling a story about the song. I was wondering what that story was about. So,
Yeah, just the words kind of tell the story. If you born and raised in a little country town, and just working through the mud, blood, sweat, and tears, and trying to make something, and wondering what else is maybe on the horizon for you, something better.
okay. Well, it's like I said, it's a great song, and I know everybody out there is going to love it too. And we're going to get to that in just a second. But Matt, we want to thank you so much for being on the show today. Come back anytime you want to plug something new. Maybe we'll have you back on sometime.
Yes, sir. This is my pleasure, Paul. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Okay, and here it is, Muddy Waters by Matt Chadwick, and it starts right now.
I was born and raised in this little old country town, and I spend most of my days putting blood, sweat, and tears in the ground. Sometimes I